Hi everyone, it's Lorie and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. So today, let me tell you guys. So I did like a video showing this where I had started it, did the video, and yeah, somehow messed the video up. So who knows? So I will go ahead and show you guys the work that I have done on it so far. So this little thing, so it is on the rings. I did go ahead and cut the holes in all of it, but it will not be bound with that. It will be bound with some kind of twine. I do have this out, but then I just had this hanging up, this key, and I have this jute or whatever it is. I may tie it with that. Not sure, but when it's done, that's how it's going to be bound instead of the rings. But I needed something to, you know, hold it all together. So I will just go ahead and, and this was inspired by Heather over at Ruby and Pearl XO, and it was her latest Angie mail video and the journal that Angie had made for Heather that inspired this. So I will flip through and show you what I've got so far. So this right here is just like the parchment type paper or something. Anyway, it's in your kitchen. So it is closed at the bottom. That's the way it was folded. It was a really big sheet folded, so I just cut it, put the little rings in there. I did have to do hole reinforcers on there. And then this is just a first day use 1958 envelope. Don't know if I'll probably put something in there. We're going to do that at the very end, as far as putting some vintage and antique goodies in there. And then I just had this image, so I just used my Tim Holtz tiny attacher and stapled that on the top, so that just sits in there. Then I have a breasted paper clip with I think it was just some kind of ribbon and some lace on there. So we have that. Just put that up there. This actually came on some vintage lace that I had purchased. And then this page right here is just actually the watercolor paper I got off Amazon. It was already made this way, and it was a full sheet, and I just folded it in half and glued it there and there to make a pocket. So in here I have another first day use envelope, 1946. And then I found a stack of these sweet little cards here. Oh, this is the card that was actually inside. I think that's the gentleman who possibly ordered it. So it was went to Cheyenne, Wyoming. And just a pretty blank card in there. So I just took it out and stuck it in there. And then we just put it down in there. And it goes in the pocket. I will be putting something else in the pocket, but that's what's in there right now. Just did some collaging on here, so we have some dolly, some embossed paper that I had embossed, some ledger from 1954, a printable, a little piece of lace, and a vintage stamp there. And then on this side, again, just did some collaging, made a little pocket here. And we'll probably decorate this tag to go in that pocket. And then over here, this right here is I think this was an antique, but this is from some, maybe this was like from a piano, because it's, or maybe not, I don't know, but anyway, it could be a clarinet, it could be anything, but you got to use both hands, because it says right hand and left hand, tells you where to put your fingers. So I was actually thinking about also gluing this up and making it into an envelope, but then I think I'm just going to leave it like this, where it just comes all the way open, put us some goodies in there, and then we could pop us a paper clip here to hold it down. But just did a little bit of collage in here. I did have to reinforce it with washi because it was so brittle. And then on this side too, where it folded, but you can see the tears in it and all that yumminess. Just put some, this is some blush lace here, a little piece, I'm not even sure where that came from, and then a little piece of lace across there. And then did some collaging on this side. Probably do some more to this, guys. Not done, so yeah. And then this next page, it actually has this envelope that is a flip out, and this is also a first day use, and this is 1946. Just did a little cluster here with some, what is this right here called? Maybe eyelash trim. It's a really light pink color, but it's super, super soft. We have some vintage dolly back there, a vintage button from a vintage wedding dress, and a piece of handmade paper that's been embossed and the butterfly stamped out of it, and that was from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage, one of her embossed paper packs. So this flips open, and right here I just have a glassine bag with a little journaling card in here. Really pretty. So that's just in there. Did some collaging over here, and this I just did a rusty paper clip with some lace to hold that on there. And to do the flip out, I just used a piece of lace there and there. So that's what made our flip out. Did some collaging, and this is a piece of ledger back there. Again, I just tore it down to size, folded it in half on this one, and glued it all together to make it sturdy, since it's going to be on either that jute or that string. So there's that one, and then it comes over this way. Again, just did some collaging over here and put this image, probably do something else, not done. And then on this page, so this was the vintage, very vintage, or was it antique? Can't remember either. Page that I had got, just had a bunch of numbers on it. This was some vintage ledger that I had did that paste on, so I just turned that into a tuck, did some collage in here, put a faux stamp there. So there's that one. And then on this page, again, just collaged it up. This right here made into a pocket there, so we can put some stuff down in there. Oh, maybe I should glue that down. Let's put a little, hit it. We don't want it jumping out every time we take something in and out of that pocket. Okay. Alright, and then next, I actually have this envelope, and I think this is what we're going to work on today, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I'm just going to do a little bit of collaging on there. Do have to go to work, so I don't have a whole lot of time, but I did like no filming yesterday at all. So this is just a piece of coffee dyed paper. I folded it in half, glued it here and here, and made a pocket, tore these edges, and then put some printable there, collaged it with a printable. Same thing back here on this side. So we'll be doing more to that. And then the other pages, because I'm not sure if I've done a video showing this, but this is, I think, handmade paper from Amazon. This is some vintage paper I had gotten at an estate sale. This is a coffee dyed piece of a coffee dyed file folder. There is another one of those pieces, like that other one. So we have that one there. You're going to have to do something to those edges. Blank vintage index card. No line, I guess. Another piece of file folder. Not sure exactly what we're going to do with it. Another piece of coffee dyed paper. Another one of those envelopes. That envelope, I took this off. I will be taking that gold off. Coffee dyed CD envelope. Another piece of that paper. And these are all just bases for us to dress up. So, you know, you maybe think about how weird these are. But yeah, we're going to be dressing these up. A couple more of those. They're not going to be side by side. Another piece of coffee dyed paper. And then, of course, the back cover. This is that handmade watercolor paper from Amazon. Just folded it in half. Might make it a top thingy. Yeah, we may do that. Who knows? And then another piece of that on the back. So we got to find something to go in there. So yeah, so that is where I am so far. Still got a lot to do on that. Okay, so this envelope, I had it in there this way, because I kept flipping it. It's like, don't stop flipping it. Just pick a way for it to go. Yeah, I wanted it that way. Okie dokie. So, what I have picked out for that is this sweet little image here. Probably tear around that. And then this digital here I thought would be really, really pretty on here. So, we are just going to tear this down, get it ready. Hope you're all doing well today. Again, didn't do any filming yesterday. I don't think I did really. I don't know. It was like a weird day. I was seriously like cold and could not get warm for nothing. Still don't know what that was about, but yep, I guess we all have those days though. But was it great? Just sucked that it was my day off and I didn't feel well, and it's like, you know, as women, I guess we have those emotional days where everything is wrong and nothing at all at the same time. Yeah, that was one of my days yesterday. Just couldn't stop crying. I mean, who knows? I have no idea. I mean, you know, nothing really happened per se, but anyway, yeah, it's a pretty rough day. Did go back to bed this morning. Got up. Let's see, my husband made us ribs last night for dinner. They were so yummy. So yummy. And so we both went to bed fairly early. I think he went to bed at 7. I went to bed at 8. So he has to get up at like 2:45 every morning. And yeah, but I was up at 1, and I was like, oh. And then before I knew it, it was like 2:30, about the time I was fixing to go and lay back down, and I'm like, oh, it's time for my husband to get up, so I might as well just stay up and have morning coffee with him. So I went ahead and got the coffee ready, because we both were. Like, I was just exhausted emotionally yesterday, I guess. So I went ahead and went to bed last night. So did he, and we both forgot to get the coffee set and ready. So it's like, well, I probably should go ahead, since it's really time for him to get up and get his coffee made. And of course I smelled that coffee, so I had to stay up. Stayed up till, I guess it was about 7 or a little bit before, and I'm like, ugh, I'm tired, I'm just going to go back to bed. So I did, and ended up sleeping until like 10:30. And now it's about time for me to have to go and get ready for work. So I was like, well, perhaps I have time to do this video real quick. It's now like 2 after 12, so I have to leave here at 1. Head to work 2 to 10, and back in the morning at 7 to 3. Zarion has a ball game tomorrow. First one we'll be able to go to, because we were going to go to his 2 weeks ago, because last week they were on fall break, so they didn't have school last week. Okay, so where do I want that? I kind of wanted it like this. I'm thinking about a pocket down here. Maybe with covering up that beautiful digital, huh? Maybe with some embossed paper. Maybe that would look pretty. If I can dig it out. Okay, yeah, there it is. Not too much of a dig. So let's go ahead and get that out. Yeah, I got his game, because 2 weeks ago we were supposed to go. Last week they were on fall break, so there was none. And then 2 weeks ago was when that hurricane came through, and early on they talked like we were going to get some remnants of that. up here, and the last time that happened, quite a few years ago, was really bad, and we actually was out of power for like 3 or 4 days. It was quite horrifying, to say the least. So everything in our freezer spoiled, everything in our refrigerator spoiled. It was horrible. No way to charge your phone except for in your car. It was bad. We don't have a generator or any of that stuff. Well, we do now, because, you know, after that hot mess, he went and bought one. So, yeah. If we did that for a pocket. See how this may go. So, okay, so because of the hurricane, they actually moved the high school football game to Thursday. So, since they did that, they canceled all the little guys' games. So, the game that was worked out for us to go to got canceled. So yeah, we hadn't got to go and watch that boy play baseball yet. He really loves it. Okay, so let's see. Definitely don't want it up that high. Maybe right there. Let's get the scissors and cut this off right here. Yeah, maybe that'll be good for a pocket. We could put something on here. So yeah, we have his game tomorrow. Very excited. Papa's excited. He kept asking me when it was. I'm like, well, it hasn't changed from when you asked me last. Still on Tuesday. Getting glue everywhere. Not used to using this glue. Got the oozing. Okay, so there is that pocket. Yep, that will work. We're definitely going to need some more stuff on there. Maybe because the stuff in the pocket's going to cover a lot up. See, we have this. We could put this on here. Alright, let me get this. Get all of this bound back together. That big old binder clip. That thing has came in handy for sure. Now let's see. Oh, we need to tear some more off of there. Okay, that will work, I believe. Alright, so I think once we get this on the flap, we're going to go ahead and call it a video because I have got to go and get in the shower. Get ready to go do some more crafting tomorrow after his ball game, and I could tell you guys all about how that went. I think they've only got a few more to go, and then they will be done for the season. It's eerily quiet in here today again. May put some lace across there, maybe to hang there somehow. That would be pretty. Okay, let's put the top on the glue, because when I get in a hurry I forget things like that. Oh yeah, that's cute. Very cute. Alright guys, so we are going to go ahead and call this a video so I could go and get ready for work. Thank you all so much for coming along with me to work on this little guy here. Yeah, very excited to pick the vintage and antique items to go in it. Yes, I'm actually parting with some stuff. Gotten ridiculous. I've been doing really good on my defense. Really good at letting some of that stuff go. Alright guys, again, this was inspired by Heather at Ruby and Pearl. I do believe I will have her link in the description box below. Go over and check her out. Look at her beautiful happy mail from Angie. She's gotten several in the past, so you could actually go over there and just go through her videos and look at her other ones. There's other people too, and I believe she said that you could just search, which I did, Angie Happy Mail, and you have some from other people come up as well. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. Please, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And hit that like button and leave me a super quick comment. Do have, I think, 8 journals still left in my Etsy shop. My link will be in the description box below. You guys go over there and check those out in case you're interested in any of those and see something that you want. Alright guys, thank you all so much. I love you guys. Y'all have a fabulous day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.